In a striking turn of events, top Democratic figures faced intense backlash on social media over their responses to President Trump's crime strategy for Washington, D.C. A notable example is former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, who was criticized after labeling Trump's approach as unhinged, while other prominent Democrats, like House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, encountered similar backlash. As you listen to an unhinged Trump trying to rationalize deploying the National Guard in Washington, D.C., here's the truth. Clinton tweeted on X, referencing a Department of Justice press release from early January in connection with Trump's announcement regarding the federalization of crime control in the Capitol. She emphasized that colorful commentary, stating violent crime in D.C. is at a 30-year low. Clinton's critique sparked immediate responses from conservatives who argued that crime in Washington has spiraled out of control. Abigail Jackson, White House Deputy Press Secretary, responded on X, claiming, "On top of being a big-time loser, you're also a massive liar," alongside a headline about a D.C. police commander allegedly manipulating crime statistics. In this fiery exchange, conservative commentator Steve Guest challenged Clinton's assertion, suggesting that if she truly believed D.C. was safe, she should consider relocating to areas like Anacostia or Navy Yard, neighborhoods often cited for higher crime rates. Responding to Clinton's and Jeffries' remarks, Jeffries himself posted, "Violent crime in Washington, D.C. is at a 30-year low. Donald Trump has no justification for taking control of the local police. His credibility on law and order issues is non-existent. Back off." This set off a flurry of responses from conservatives on social media. NRCC Deputy Executive Director Jack Pandol highlighted recent headlines describing violent occurrences in the Capitol, sarcastically asking, "Why did Democrats always side with thugs, violent offenders, and undocumented immigrants over law-abiding citizens?" Clay Travis, founder of Outkick, chimed in with, "Democrats are lining up to oppose the idea that crime is decreasing in D.C. It's absolutely absurd." Trump has vowed to enhance safety and appeal in the Capitol as it grapples with rising crime and homelessness. He expressed during a recent press conference that he plans to take over the D.C. Police Department to address escalating violence. Today, the murder rate in Washington exceeds that of cities known for severe violence, such as Bogota, Colombia, and Mexico City. "It's drastically worse," Trump asserted. He went on to detail that car thefts have doubled over 5 years, while carjackings have more than tripled. He pointed out that the murder rate in 2023 has reached an unprecedented level, claiming it is vastly worse than figures recorded from 25 years back. Trump produced charts to expose what he described as troubling crime trends, encouraging the media to take a look at the numbers. He stated that D.C.'s homicide rate stands at 41 per 100,000 people in 2023, a figure that potentially outstrips global counterparts in crime rates. This alarming portrayal provoked discussions about the safety in the D.C. area, emphasizing that not only is crime becoming worse, but that its implications are substantial for those living there. In recent years, Washington has grappled with an unsettling rise in shootings, including incidents where innocent children lost their lives, along with a worrying trend of juveniles involved in deadly carjackings. There have also been incidents of shoplifting and assaults targeting government employees and interns, the most tragic being the shooting of congressional intern Eric Tarpinian Jackum. Opponents of Trump argue that crime rates in Washington are indeed declining, with recent statistics from the Metropolitan Police Department indicating a 26% decrease in violent crime compared to the same period in the previous year. A 20% drop in assaults involving dangerous weapons, and a 12% reduction in homicides. This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we are reclaiming our capital, Trump declared, asserting his presidential authority to invoke federal control over the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. He also noted the deployment of the National Guard, asserting they would be tasked with restoring law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C. This proclamation not only ignited discussions, but also raised questions about the approaches to crime control and public safety in the Capitol. This situation has spurred significant debate over the effectiveness and credibility of crime statistics, each side presenting passionate arguments for their stance. What are your thoughts on this contentious issue? Do you see Trump's approach as an effective plan to combat crime? Or do you believe Democrats have a valid point in citing crime statistics as proof of improvement? Share your opinions below.